Hi, welcome to today's section. Today we're discussing on 5 ways at which you can increase your net worth. 5 ways at which you can increase your net worth. My name is Pelumi Audi. I'm a real estate expert in Nigeria here, and we offer properties in Nigeria, USA, Dubai, and the UK. I help my clients to maximize profit through real estate investment. I've helped over 50 clients to invest profitably in the real estate sector. And today we're diving straight to the topic, 5 ways at which you can increase your net worth. Your net worth. A lot of people do say that your net worth is your net worth. That statement is very wrong. It's very wrong. Your net worth, your net worth is simply the total amount that you as an individual is worth in assets. The total amount that you are worth in assets. Let's dive straight to the topic. Now, for you to understand your net worth and for you to know 5 ways at which you can grow your net worth, we must understand assets, we must understand liability, asset and liability. What is an asset? An asset is what puts money into your pocket. An asset is what puts cash flow into your pocket. A liability is what takes cash flow outside your pocket. A liability is what takes cash flow outside your pocket. And now, for us to get our net worth, we need to increase our assets and reduce liability. We need to increase whatever we bring money into our pocket and then reduce our liability. For you to get your net worth, for you to increase your net worth, you must increase your asset base and reduce your liability. You see this arrow? This arrow that goes down shows that you are reducing your liabilities. While this asset that goes up means you have to keep on doing everything that it will take you to increase your asset base. Because when we deduct your assets minus liability, what we are actually getting is a net worth. And if your net worth is negative, it simply means that your liabilities is more. You have more of liabilities in your life than assets. If we get a positive answer, it simply means that you have increased your asset base. You can see the arrow. So as an individual, what you should do every single day is how can you increase your assets? How can you increase your asset? And today's topic is no other topic than 5 ways at which you as an individual can increase your net worth. Don't forget, assets put money into your pocket. Liability takes money out of your pocket. And your actual net worth as an individual is more of what you own. What you own. When you deduct what you own versus what you owe, the answer you get is your net worth. Some people are operating on a negative net worth, some people are operating on a positive net worth. So a positive net worth is that net worth that has increments in asset base. And you increase your assets, that's a positive net worth. Reducing your liabilities, increasing your asset and reducing your liabilities will give you a positive net worth. Net worth. Yeah, so now what are the 5 ways at which you as an individual can increase your net worth? What are the 5 ways at which you can increase your asset base and reduce whatever liabilities that comes into your life? Number one is by spotting an opportunity, especially in the real estate sector. And what are those opportunities? Opportunities that helps you to buy a property, a land, or a house at a discount rate. If it is a land, you do get lands at discount, especially discount could be promo price, it could be anniversary promo, it could be pre-launch. That is you getting a land at a discount. Now, If you are to get a house at a discount, it simply means that you are getting that house at an what? Off plan. Off plan. You don't need to see my writing. So if you are to get a land at a discount, it simply means you are either getting at a pre-launch. That's for land. But for house, you are getting off plan projects. That's for that of house. Off plan. So through buying land at the pre-launch price, it means by the time you buy that land at the pre-launch price, by the time they launch the price, your net worth has increased. That is what you own, which is assets, has increased. You see the arrow going up, it has increased. I believe you all got that. That's very simple. The number 2 way at which you can increase your net worth is by adding value or by forcing appreciation on your property. By forcing appreciation on your property. And how can you force appreciation on property? Number two, force appreciation on property. You can either force appreciation on a land or a force appreciation on a house. How can you force appreciation on a land? This is by buying at the pre-launch price. By the time they launch the particular land, the price automatically increases. So that is you forcing appreciation on that land. Now, how can you force appreciation on a house? Is by buying a building that is old. By buying an old building, then you renovate it, you change the toilet, you change every single thing that needs to be changed, and you repaint it, and you fix. You can either sell it at a higher rate or you put it up for rent. You increase the rent rate. People will be happy to use it because you have changed every single thing about the house. The house is now looking new again. Do you get that? So that's the second way at which you can increase your net worth. Then let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is how can you increase your net worth? Number 3 is by making a down payment. Number 3, down payment. Down payment. When you make a down payment for a property, you are automatically increasing your net worth, what you own. And how can you make a down payment for a property? Let's say, for example, you already own a particular property. You can use that property as a collateral in the bank to increase your net worth. You can use it to increase your net worth. Do you get it? That's one way. Then another way, make a deposit. For example, let's say a particular house is selling for 50 million at an off plan, and you make a deposit of 10 million naira. You have increased your net worth. And that particular house, in the next 6 months, that price will increase again. So by making a down payment, you have automatically secured your space by increasing your net worth. So that's number 3 way at which you can increase your net worth. Number 4 is passive price appreciation. Number 4, passive price appreciation. Number 4, passive price appreciation. Passive price appreciation. The particular property, as you have, let's say for example, you keyed in for 12-month plan. At the end of the 6th month, the value of the property would have increased. It should have increased. So the actual net worth that you have before at the actual price of that property, it would have increased after 6 months. The funniest thing is that in the next 1 year, it will possibly double, depending on the location. So by doing that, you have been able to increase your net worth in the real estate business, in the real estate investment niche. So now, I believe you all got the number 4. Now let's move to the final one, which is number 5. Number 5 is growth of income. Number 5, growth of income. Growth of income. Number 5, growth of income. Yes, Growth of income could also help you to increase your net worth. And how can this be possible? After 5 years, the rent that you fixed on that property would increase. In fact, even before the end of the 5 years, if any of your tenants should move out of your property and you are accepting new tenants, that new tenant is not paying the same thing with other tenants. No, the new tenant will be paying a different price. That is another way at which you can increase your net worth. Can you just see that? Number one, the value of your property is appreciating. Number two, the rental cash flow you get for that property is also appreciating. Do you get that? In the next 15 years, the value of that property will appreciate. It will appreciate depending on location. And also the rent too will also appreciate massively. So by these 5 steps, you can increase your net worth. Why not start investing in real estate today? Let's help you with your real estate investment goal. Let's guide you towards making a solid and profitable real estate investment decision. My name is Pelumi Audia. I'm a real estate expert. I help investors to maximize profits through real estate investment, and I've helped over 50 investors across 3 continents, and I can help you too. Just send us an email, contact@propertyevangelist.com, or reach out to us on 081-011-56057. Don't forget that in the final analysis, don't forget that assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take money out of your pocket. If you want to be wealthy in any economy, especially in this Nigeria economy, we are in a population economy. We are growing in population, but we are not growing in infrastructure. So if you want to create solid wealth, ensure that whatever you are doing, make sure a portion, a percentage of your income is going into assets. A percentage of your income must be going into assets every single month. Presently, inflation rate is around over 33%. Over 33%, I think 33.45%. That shows that the money in your bank account is working against you. So you can make your money work for you. You can send your money on an errand in anticipation of a return through increasing your assets. As an individual, what you should spend your time doing every single day is sending your money on an errand through owning assets. Every single month, ensure that a portion of your income is going into an asset. And you can do this. You can start small. Start with land banking. Land banking, we have lands as low as 500,000 naira that you can key into. Buying acres, buying hectares. Then watch the growth of that particular property. By doing this, you are increasing your net worth. In the next 10 years, you can flip part of the land and then use the money used in flipping it to either build some other portion of the land or use it to buy a house. By doing this, you are increasing your net worth. Every single day, start thinking as an individual, what can I do to increase my net worth? What must I do to increase my net worth? And the only way at which you can increase your net worth as an individual is by ensuring that a portion of your income is going into either a land or a housing property, or you are buying the US shares. If you know that you can't do real estate, you can also be buying shares from the US market. But ensure that you are doing your research. Ensure that somebody that is good in it is guiding you. Do you get it? Buying shares is putting money into what will give you cash flow. But buying land is securing a significant net worth. A net worth that will transform your life forever. Shares is more risky. Land is safer as far as you are doing you have done a proper due diligence, your documentation is correct. So those are the difference. Some people will tell me, Mr. Pelumi, I can't afford the land now. It's shares I'm planning to buy. Okay, if it is shares that you want to keep buying it. By the time it is the right time for you to buy land, then you can start investing in land. But whatever your eyes see in buying shares, you bear the consequences. Real estate doesn't need any maintenance, especially land doesn't need any maintenance. Your job is to just buy it. If possible, you fence it round. That's if you wish. Benefit of buying an estate. You don't need to fence. You don't need to even do any fencing on your land. Depends on you. Some people love to fence their land, some people don't love to fence it. But if you are buying into an estate, as far as the estate is already doing a fence that will surround your property, you are still safe. But if you are buying from an individual, it is advisable that you secure your land through your fence and your gates, so that land grabbers will not come and take your land from you. I believe with this few points of mine, you've been able to understand that in life, you must keep on working on things that will help you to increase your assets and reduce your liability, so that you can have a worthwhile net worth, because it is your net worth that will determine your financial freedom. Your net worth is what you owe minus what you own. What you own minus what you owe. The balance you get is your present net worth, and your net worth is your financial position. That's your financial position. Thank you for watching till this time. Bye for now. Love you. Do have a wonderful weekend. See you tomorrow.